Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Here's a look at the top headlines for today. We have new information about the death reported from the inside of the Madison County Detention Center. And a man originally from Irvin has won big on a national game show. Plus, an arrest at a local McDonald's. We've got all those stories, plus lots more right here today, Live at 5. But now in our WBON TV, big story of the day, the family of Jordan Hall, the man who was found dead inside the Madison County Detention Center, is seeking answers regarding his death. Hall's wife, Sarah York, told our media partner, WLEX 18, that Hall had been exhibiting signs of mental illness earlier in the year, prompting her to bring him to Kentucky in the hopes of getting him help. Hall was arrested last month following an alleged crime spree, including a break-in, stealing a truck, crashing into a store, and then leading police on a chase. Hall ended up at the Madison County Detention Center facing multiple charges. York claims that she had contacted the jail upon his arrest, expressing her concerns about the mental state and requesting a psychiatric evaluation. However, she believes that his needs were not adequately addressed during the time in custody. York says Hall was held in solitary confinement and she had difficulty getting mail to him. She is unsure if he received a psychological evaluation, although a jail official allegedly mentioned that a psychologist had spoken with him. Tragically, she received a phone call informing her of Hall's death, with authorities stating that he had harmed himself. The family is now grappling with the loss and struggling to understand what led to Hall's spiral and subsequent death in the jail. They're also questioning how he had access to means to harm himself while in that solitary confinement. The official cause of death has yet to be determined, and a toxicology test is being conducted. Amid their grief, the family faces financial constraints that prevent them from holding a traditional funeral, and they are forced instead to opt to a cremation instead. York, along with Hall's extended family, seeks answers and justice for what they believe is a tragic consequence of Hall's mental struggles. Well, in good news, Dalen Cheney in Estill County, a man stationed in California with the Coast Guard, had a dream come true when he became a contestant on The Price is Right. Representing Appalachia on the national stage, Dalen won several $1,000s in cash and prizes during the show. Growing up, The Price is Right is said to be Dalen's favorite show while he was home from school, and despite not having a specific strategy, Dalen made it to the showcase showdown after winning $20,000 playing Plinko and guessing the price of a $3,000 fire pit. In the end, Dalen walked away with $75,000 in cash and prizes, including a 2022 Ford Bronco. Although the experience was incredible, he remains grounded and plans to put in for jobs in the Commonwealth next year to be closer to home. He hopes to pass that Bronco on to his daughter in the future. Winning The Price is Right was a dream come true, but Dalen says he'll always just cherish his Estill County roots. What a great story there. Well, Berea police were dispatched to the McDonald's on Glades Road in Berea Monday around 1:30 for a reported argument between a couple in the parking lot. Officers discovered a man and a woman at that scene, and in the background check of that man, they revealed that he was a convicted felon with an active warrant for his arrest. During the arrest search of the man, officers reported finding numerous drugs, including scales. A subsequent search of the vehicle produced 3 handguns, according to officers. Arrested was 41-year-old James Phelps of Richmond. Phelps was charged with possession of cocaine, marijuana, hydrocodone, and drug paraphernalia, as well as possession of firearms by a convicted felon. Well, on June 28th, around 11 p.m., Todd J. Holden of Waco was arrested outside of the C&M Discount Tobacco and Liquor at 103 North Killarney Lane. Holden was charged with public intoxication, menacing, third-degree terroristic threatening and fourth-degree assault. According to police records, Sergeant C. Scott was the first to arrive at the scene after the call was made by the manager of the establishment reporting an altercation with Holden. Sergeant Scott found Holden standing near his car with a box cutter in his pocket. Sergeant Scott then detained Holden. Officer Patel soon arrived and was able to get details of the event from witnesses in the area who worked at the place of incident. Before the incident, Holden, who was already intoxicated, and his girlfriend were denied service and asked to leave on numerous occasions. Holden's girlfriend left, but Holden became infuriated and attempted to start a verbal altercation. He was escorted outside by the witness and asked repeatedly to leave. Holden refused to comply and began another altercation with another witness. The witness in question stated that he was hit with a closed fist at least 3 times. The witness stated that he and Holden separated at that point and handed his personal property back to Holden, telling him again to leave. This witness then went inside. Other witnesses remained outside due to the fact that Holden again refused to leave. One of these witnesses stated that started to get a verbal altercation with Holden. Holden retrieved a box cutter with the blade extended from his vehicle. As the verbal altercation continued, Holden charged the witness, who stated that Holden said he was going to cut them all. The incident was captured on cell phone video. Officer Patel noted that police records that there was a strong alcoholic odor in or about Holden's person, that Holden had slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, and was unable to maintain his balance. Holden was arrested and is currently being detained at the Madison County Detention Center. Well, a disturbing discovery in Berea County that has sparked a thorough investigation by the Kentucky State Police Richmond Post last month now has new information being released. On June 4th, 2023, authorities received a report of possible human remains in the field off Crab Orchard Road. We now have learned that those remains have been identified as belonging to 47-year-old Glenn Cadle of Lancaster, Kentucky. Detective Jonathan Walls from the KSP Post 7 is leading the ongoing investigation, seeking answers into the circumstances surrounding Cadle's death. The remains were collected by the Berea County coroner and transported to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort for identification, where experts are now trying to uncover the cause and manner of Cadle's death. If you have any information that could assist in the case, you are asked to please contact KSP Post 7 623-2404. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center with the forecast.
Hi, I'm Chris Lowry with Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. From simple service work to full paints, roofing, flooring, and everything in between, we're your one-stop shop for your home maintenance and remodeling needs. Our family has been serving the Richmond area for 3 generations, and we're proud to continue that today. You also voted us the best general contractor in Madison County in 2022. We thank you for that honor. Give us a call for all your construction needs at 859-353-1133.
Here's a message from the Richmond Fire Department. Every 3 hours, someone in the U.S. dies in a home fire. The Richmond Fire Department reminds you that where you put your smoke alarms matters. Install working smoke alarms on each floor, in hallways, living areas, and bedrooms. Test your alarms regularly and replace them after 10 years. Practice these tips and help prepare for and keep your family safe in the event of a fire.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A beautiful day here in the Bluegrass, finally starting to feel those summer temperatures after a pretty cool summer so far. We've got meteorologist Sam Ryan. He's in the Weather Center with a look at the forecast.
Hi everyone, welcome to your Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan. As we look out at I-75, just to the north, we've got some of those clouds, so look at the shadows coming across the road there. Real pretty. We're going to be warm and humid this week. Now, we do have multiple rounds or chances at least of thunderstorms. Best chance will be in the afternoon, evening, and things will really start to turn unsettled again even into next week. Just wanted to point that out. So we will have the chance, I think, of an isolated severe storm. This is your typical summer kind of weather pattern. And so the severe threats here are going to be the potential of maybe quarter-size hail and some strong wind gusts out of a few. So you can't rule that out. We don't have any severe threat highlighted over us. We're under just a general thunderstorm chance according to the Storm Prediction Center. But again, it's summertime and they could get feisty. By nature, thunderstorms produce lightning. That alone can be dangerous. Here we are into the afternoon. So you start to see some of those scattered thunderstorms moving through. And then into the evening, they quickly diminish, getting close to the setting sun. And around 9 o'clock or so should be a beautiful evening. If you do happen to get hit, you still want to take the dog out. Maybe a little bit later than that. So again, we'll watch that little wave move on by. We'll have more storm chances in the forecast. Overall, looking at maybe a quarter of an inch, they could produce some heavy downpours. So it might be a little bit higher than that. We get hit by those thunderstorms. For the rest of the evening, we'll see temperatures falling into the upper 60s. Here we go. Daytime highs, mid to upper 80s with that wave moving at us into the afternoon. Good chance of thunderstorms, then isolated in nature heading into the day Friday. Might catch a break, catch our breath. Saturday, a high of 84 before that unsettled forecast. So I think the heaviest rain, the most we'll see, is really going to be moving in maybe Sunday, Monday perhaps. And again, maybe a little bit towards the middle part of the week. There's some indication some areas around the Ohio River Valley could have several inches.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, it was almost a picture-perfect night at the Newbie Country Store earlier this week, celebrating the 4th of July on the 3rd of July. Hot dogs and barbecue were on the menu, as well as all types of candy for the young kids. Playing music on the stage was Maddie Caudle and her guitar instructor accompanying her. Next up at the Newbie Country Store was John Laverne. John entertained the crowd with his guitar and a voice that would make any country fan appreciate his music. According to those who were there, it was a beautiful holiday evening celebrating Independence Day a little early. Looks like a good time there. Well, this past Saturday in Cave City, a woman was trapped in a trench under 15 feet of dirt for several hours after that trench collapsed on top of her. The Cave City Fire Department was dispatched to the scene and immediately began to rescue that woman. The Bowling Green Fire Department was then dispatched to assist the Cave City Fire Department due to their technical experience and extensive training with trench rescues. This was one of Bowling Green's first times performing a trench rescue outside of training. Fortunately, that woman was eventually uncovered and rescued by the work of the rescue teams and was then sent to Louisville with non-life-threatening injuries. The woman's family reports that while she is experiencing some pain and anxiety, she is otherwise uninjured. That's an amazing story there. Well, one unfortunate Georgetown individual, Drake Judy, sustained severe injuries to his legs after what has been reported by a faulty firework landed next to him and exploded. Judy suffered severe injuries to his legs and is facing a long road to recovery. Reports say that Judy's 3 children were nearby, but fortunately suffered no injuries. If you wish to make a donation towards Judy's recovery, Judy's sister Samantha Judy created a GoFundMe page, and you can make donations there. Now, unfortunately, that's not the end of the accidents that took place last night around the Bluegrass. One individual out of Boone County sadly passed away yesterday evening. According to our media partner, LEX 48-year-old Brian Simpson was attempting to light a commercial-grade firework using a homemade mortar tube. Simpson allegedly had cut that wick in half, and when he lit it, the firework immediately went off. The resulting explosion killed Simpson. The Boone County Sheriff's Office are reportedly investigating the incident. Well, the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to block President Biden's one-time $400 billion student debt relief plan will affect hundreds of thousands of people right here in the Commonwealth. Jason Bailey with the Kentucky Center for Economic Policy says the decision is the biggest setback for low-income people who stood to benefit the most from that plan. According to a 2021 Kentucky Center for Economic Policy report, around 616,000 Kentuckians have student debt with an average amount of more than $33,000. And with that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson Roll. He is up next with your daily sports report.
Did you know Markham & Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health Markham & Wallace Hospital. How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
The 6th annual Paradise Luau Dinner from Markham & Wallace Hospital is right around the corner. Saturday, July 29th at the Estill County Golf Club. All the festivities begin at 6 p.m. that night with an evening full of fun and laughter, featuring a Paradise Luau Dinner, music by Chelsea Nolan, Chris Shouse, Jenna Dunaway, and Sheila Neese all performing, plus an auction. For more info and sponsorship opportunities, contact Kathy Withers at kawithers@mercy.com or call 606-726-2119.
At A&W, we know that sometimes you just gotta mix things up. Shake up your favorite combo with one of our hand-spun Hershey's chocolate, classic vanilla, or real fruit strawberry shakes. Only at A&W. At A&W, we know that size matters. So we made our new triple cheeseburger one tall order with a half pound of juicy 100% U.S. beef and 3 slices of melted American cheese. It'll fill you up and then some. Only at A&W.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Well, sports today will feature the next Spotlight Athlete Profile. Today's athlete is Jay Rose from Madison Southern. Here's Dawson Rule with that athlete profile.
Hi, I'm Jay Rose, and I'm the next Madison County Spotlight Athlete.
You heard the man. Jay Rose is this week's exclusive Madison County Spotlight Athlete. Jay is a big-time basketball player from this county and is one of the best. Rose is a month and a half from starting his senior season at Madison Southern. With it being one last ride for Jay before the next level, he has some big goals for this last season with Madison Southern.
Some of the goals for next season, obviously, is we want to make it to state. We want to have a good state run. I feel like the team we have right now is probably the best team that we've ever had. Our lineup is pretty stacked. We go about 7, 8 deep on the bench. I feel as if, we are the favorites in the 11th region. We're one of the top teams that can compete with anybody, and I think our team has really good chances.
Like most great basketball players, Jay started at an early age, but basketball didn't always come easy for Rose. His skill set slowly developed over time.
So I got started in the game of basketball at an early age. I'd say about 5 probably. Kyle Linville was one of the dudes that were on our team eventually, like way back in the day. And we would play Little League games at Shannon Johnson, that Little League competition that we used to do. And man, I wasn't very good at all. And then eventually, I got height. I got some athletic ability that just randomly happened. And then, I've worked at it really hard, and I'm here where I am today.
Every player needs a great support system. While teammates and coaches are great for this, sometimes more is needed. Jay is lucky because he has a family that supports him on and off the court, which he was very adamant about.
My parents have been a huge, huge impact on my life and my athletic career. They've been driving me to games that's 6, 7, 8 hours away, sometimes even 10 hours away. They're my biggest supporters. My brother always, cheering me on with that, that comes to off the court, on the court, academics, anything. They're always there in the corner, biggest fans.
Jay's on-court ability is special because he can score the basketball in a multitude of ways. This has helped him develop into the great player he is today. With these skills comes college offers to play at the next level. While Jay has plenty of offers and interest from many schools all around, he also wants to be able to help his team win, even if it means doing the extra hard work.
Some of the goals I want to accomplish as a collegiate player is, I want to come in and do whatever the coach asks me to do. If that's, do the dirty work, get rebounds. I can score. I can, facilitate. I can be a finisher. I can pass the ball. I can pretty much do whatever I need to do to get the team a win.
Well, basketball is fun for Jay. It hasn't always been without some struggles. Jay's had some tough injuries along the way, but he's come back and recovered each time to help his team win. When one of the team's best players goes out with injuries, it can make headlines. Jay's used to being in the headlines, getting accolades for his play on the court. For some, it would be hard not to enjoy these accolades, but for Jay, it's really all just about winning, being a good teammate.
It's honestly just another day in the office for me, really. It doesn't feel any different, whether if that's I scored 2,000 points or 1,000 points, it really doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if your team's won in about 28. You want a good team behind your back, and winning is all that matters to me. I could care less.
Now, Jay and I agree on one important question every basketball player has, usually with a different answer for. Who is your GOAT?
Without a doubt, Michael Jordan, just because he's 6 for 6, and if you look at all of his achievements, it's no debate.
Being one of the team leaders, Rose knows he needs to be able to do everything well in order to help his team best. When asked about his go-to move on the court, he showed confidence in his abilities with this answer.
Man, I got a bag that's pretty deep, so I can pretty much do whatever I need to do to get to the cup.
Looking ahead, Jay has a message for Southern basketball fans, and also he talked a little bit about what he wants to be remembered for when his time at Southern does eventually come to an end.
Man, come out and support. I mean, this is probably one of the best teams that we've ever had, and we have a real shot to, you know, go deep into the postseason. I want to leave behind a huge legacy. I mean, obviously I want to be the best player to ever come out of Madison Southern High School, and I got a couple of goals in mind. You know, I want to have the all-time scoring record. Not the boys' all-time scoring record, but the girls' all-time scoring record too. I want to have both. I want to leave behind a couple district championships and, you know, really print my name on the school.
Jay, you did great during your interview. Thanks for coming to join me in studio during Dead Week. You have big things coming for your senior year. Madison Southern basketball is loaded, so next season, fans, get out and check out the Eagles. That will wrap up Jay's profile. Rhodes has a lot planned for his senior basketball season, and fans may want to watch a commitment coming in the next couple of months. This is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more news coming up right here live at 5.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At WBON TV9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. At around 1:40 this past Tuesday, a shooting took place on Georgetown Road. That's according to Lexington police. When authorities arrived at the scene, they discovered a woman had been wounded by a gunshot. She was then transported to a local hospital where police say that she was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police at this point in time do not have any leads on a suspect, and that shooting is currently under investigation. investigation. Well, with that, we're going to say goodbye to another Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Of course, we'll be right back tomorrow. More news, weather, and sports, all local right here to Madison and surrounding counties. Have a wonderful afternoon out there, and I'll see you here tomorrow, Live at 5.